Welcome to AI Pulse Daily, your daily journey into the world where artificial intelligence meets imagination, innovation, and the human spirit. Today, we go far beyond algorithms and automation to a place where art, emotion, and creativity merge with the most powerful technology of our time. This episode is called Beyond the Screen: AI in Art and Creativity. Imagine walking into a museum 20 years from now. The paintings shift as you look at them. The colors subtly change with your mood, detected through facial expressions. Third, the music in the background adjusts based on your heartbeat. Every visitor sees something different, and every moment is alive. The artist, a collaboration between human and machine. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. AI has quietly entered the art studio, the recording studio, the writer's desk, and even the theater stage. What began as a set of mathematical models has become a companion in human creativity. AI doesn't get tired, doesn't feel fear, doesn't hesitate, but it learns from everything we feed it. And through that learning, it begins to echo human imagination in ways we never expected. Let's step back for a moment. Art has always been the language of the soul. When the first humans painted on cave walls, they weren't recording facts, they were expressing emotion, connection, meaning. Centuries later, artists used brushes, instruments, and words to make us see the invisible, and now, AI has joined that same timeless quest to explore the limits of expression. AI-generated art first gained attention through experiments with neural networks that could recognize and recreate visual patterns. Suddenly, machines could imitate the brushstrokes of Van Gogh or Picasso, or blend entire styles into something entirely new. But something unexpected happened. These digital systems didn't just copy, they began to innovate. Through algorithms trained on thousands of artworks, AI started to generate unique, abstract visions that no human had ever imagined. It was as if the machine had learned to dream. Artists around the world quickly realized that this wasn't competition, it was collaboration. Painters began feeding their old sketches into image generators, asking AI to complete them in surprising ways. Musicians let AI remix melodies, adding layers of rhythm and harmony they hadn't thought of. Writers used AI to spark ideas, generate metaphors, or expand plots. AI became a creative partner, a source of endless inspiration. But of course, this new art form raised deep philosophical questions. What makes art truly art? Is it the emotional intention of the creator, or the response it evokes in the viewer? Can a machine, which has no consciousness, create something meaningful? When an AI paints, who is the artist, the human who designed the system, or the algorithm that made the image? These questions are forcing us to rethink creativity itself. One fascinating example comes from AI music composition. Systems like Aiva and Jukebox have composed symphonies, film scores, and pop songs, all from learned patterns in human-made music. Some of these pieces move listeners emotionally, even though they were never touched by human hands. Yet, when we listen closely, what truly moves us isn't the perfection of the melody, but the story we imagine behind it. AI may create the notes, but it's humans who interpret them. That's where the real emotion lives. AI art isn't just a novelty, it's opening doors to entirely new art forms. Imagine a poet working with an AI that instantly generates visual scenes inspired by their words. Imagine a dancer whose movements are tracked in real time, creating trails of digital color across a projected stage. Imagine a film director using AI to simulate hundreds of lighting moods or camera angles before a single frame is shot. These are not distant dreams. They are happening right now in studios from Tokyo to New York. But not everyone is celebrating. Many traditional artists fear that AI-generated art could flood the market, devalue originality, and erase the human touch. Some call AI creation soulless, beautiful, but empty. Others argue that art has always evolved through new tools. The invention of photography didn't end painting, it redefined it. Synthesizers didn't kill acoustic music, they gave birth to electronic genres. AI, too, may simply be the next instrument in humanity's creative symphony. Still, the ethical dilemmas are real. When an AI is trained on thousands of artworks, those images come from real artists, many of whom never gave consent. Their styles, their years of work, their artistic DNA become part of a machine's training data. Should those artists receive credit or compensation? Kiwiona style. What does originality mean when machines can remix millions of influences in seconds? These are urgent questions that artists, lawmakers, and technologists must address together. But beyond the controversy lies something deeply hopeful. AI can democratize creativity. For the first time in history, you don't need to be a professional painter, musician, or writer to express yourself artistically. Anyone with an idea can now use AI tools to bring their imagination to life instantly. A child can design characters, a small filmmaker can create visual effects once reserved for Hollywood. A musician without instruments can compose a full symphony using only their voice and a laptop. AI doesn't take creativity away, it gives it to everyone. And then, there's something even more profound, the merging of emotion and computation. Some researchers are building AI models that can interpret human emotion in real time and respond creatively. Imagine a storytelling AI that senses when a listener feels sad and shifts the tone to comfort them, or an AI artist that generates calming visual patterns when it detects stress in its audience. These aren't cold machines anymore, they're empathetic interfaces between human feeling and digital form. Let's imagine the future. Picture a vast digital gallery floating in virtual reality. Every piece of art changes based on who enters. If you feel joy, the colors grow warmer. If you feel nostalgia, the music softens. Each person experiences the same artwork differently, shaped by AI in response to human emotion. In that future, art becomes alive, personal, interactive. Creativity becomes a shared language between humans and machines. But to reach that future responsibly, we must guide AI with ethics, empathy, and awareness. Creativity is powerful. It shapes culture, emotion, and even belief. If we let AI create without care, we risk turning art into mere content, beauty into data. But if we guide AI wisely, it can amplify our humanity, make us more expressive, more connected, and more imaginative than ever before. As we move forward, we must remember that AI has no soul, but it can mirror ours. It reflects our choices, our values, our dreams. Every AI-generated song, poem, or painting carries a trace of humanity because we built the systems that made them possible. The brush may be digital, but the vision remains human. So where does that leave us? At a crossroads of imagination, AI is not the end of human creativity. It's the beginning of a new era where machines become our partners in dreaming. The artist of tomorrow may not wield only brushes or instruments, they'll wield algorithms. The masterpiece of tomorrow might not hang on a wall, but live and breathe within the cloud. And when future generations look back, they may not ask whether the art was made by a machine or a person. They'll ask how it made them feel, and that is the essence of all great art. Thank you for joining AI Pulse Daily. If this episode inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe. Every day, we bring you closer to the pulse of tomorrow's technology, exploring how artificial intelligence is not just changing our world, but expanding what it means to be human. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and always keep your pulse on